My name is Mariana, I'm 25 years old, and I'm from Brazil, São Paulo. In São Paulo, it was really easy to live there because we had everything there. We have martial art, we have gyms, and we have parks, and then it was normal. And I met the martial arts because in school I suffer bullying. They beat me at school, and then I had to do something. And then I was too skinny, too small, and too shy. And then I think the martial arts is gonna do something different for me, you know. And then I started with boxing. And I done boxing for a few months, and then I want to change for something more because I fell in love with this. This was different, you know. And I started with kickboxing and done for 1 year. And then I changed the gym. And when I changed the gym, I started learning a little bit from Muay Thai, but not too much, just some techniques. And then in 2015, I started learning Muay Thai. But I started the martial arts in 2012. I came here in 2019 in March, and then I came direct to Phuket to this gym because I wanted so much to be a fighter. I want so much training here because in Brazil this gym has a big name and this gym is really good. And then I was really excited to learn the real Muay Thai. And then I knew I'm gonna start learning here. And then in 1 month I made my first fight, and this fight was really hard because the girl was big, but I won the fight and I feel something different, you know. I feel like how to be a real fighter. And I remember the fight because she elbowed me, and then it was a big here. She hurt me so much, and I just wanted so much win this fight. I wanted so much do something, and it was really good. I remember I had 52 kilos and the girl had 60. Yeah. And then I just started knee her, and then I kick so much, and she was really strong. Yeah. And then when she came to me, I just start punching her and then do the lock. And then that's how I find it. I think I found the game. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm learning the real clinch here, but in Brazil, they teach me how to do one lock, and then, Mari, you're gonna do one lock and then knee, okay? But then I didn't know how to do the. I forgot how to say the, you know? Yeah, the sweep. I didn't know how to do some things, you know. I started learning the real Muay Thai here. When I came here and started learning, I discovered that I just knew kickboxing in Brazil. In my first fight in Brazil, I had 20 years old, and I lost a fight. And then with my first Muay Thai fight in Brazil, I had 21 years old, and I got a draw. It was with a girl with a big name there. Yeah, with a big name. She was really good. I think the difference between the Thai fighters and the foreigners is the Thai fighters, they grow up with this. They grow up with the martial arts. They learn how to walk and then learn how to kick. The head trainer's son, he don't know how to speak, he don't know how to walk, but he know how to elbow and then how to kick, how to knee. This is amazing. And the foreigner, he doesn't know this. I started learning this learning martial arts with 20 years old. It's a big difference. They start fighting with 5 years old, and then I started with 20. I think it's 15 years of difference, you know. Yeah, I think for them it's natural. For us it's something different. We're gonna do something, and we are really, really excited to do this. And for them it's natural. I think this is a difference. I think the Thais, they don't care if I lose or win. I know wins that is really important, it's really good, but they don't care about this. They just want to do a good fight. They pass this, you know. For them it's indifferent. They just want to fight. And for us, it's, no, we need to win, we need to do this. And always win is not, this is not important. I think when you came to Thailand, you realize this. You will start to understand this. It's not, be a big champion, it's not just win all the time. It's like you do a good fight and have a good heart. I think this is the difference between a big champion. I think it's not like they're better, I think they're different. Because now we have something more. We have more, we know more about the body, we know how to do something different. We have more techniques, and then they're like, sorry, I forgot how to say in English, it's like, sorry, I'm so sorry. It's like they grew up with this and they had to do this all the time, you know? They don't have some hobby. And now we have something more. We have some hobbies and then we have some time to rest. It's different. It's not like they are better or we are worse or it's like, it's just different, you know? I don't know if I have an opinion about this. When I see the golden era fights, is amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is so good, the kick is amazing, but when I see Global fight and Narak fight, they are top fighters and it's amazing too. For me, I don't know if they are better or not. They are just different. The times are different. For me, Muay Thai is a life changer. They changed my life. Muay Thai changed my life so much because now I have self-respect. Now I have power, and if I want to do something, I'm gonna do. And when somebody tries to beat me, and I say no, and then I beat back, I think that's how Muay Thai changed to me. And when they say you need to have a big heart on fights, like you need one to win. I think this is the difference about the heart. You need to want something. You need one to win. You need one to do the difference. I think that's the difference, you know. I think I like everything. I like to punch. I like to kick. I like to knee, and then I like a smart game, you know. But I always finish my fight with clinching, and clinching is really different. It's amazing because it's a fight inside another fight. You know, you need to win the clinch and then you need to win the fight, you need to control, you need to think all the time. I think I like everything, but the most amazing thing about the fight is the clinching. It's too complex, you know. When I started fighting, when I started meeting the martial arts, was hard home because I started with boxing, and then I met the Ronda Rousey and then UFC. And then when I started meeting Muay Thai, I discovered the Brazilian guys, the Kiewpayak, Lobo, the Brazilians. And then when I started to know the real Muay Thai was Shamandi, was Salsin, and Nongbil. They're really good, but now, at the moment, they are the people in the gym. João Bahia, Felipe, Alicia, Bárbara, Noalisson, Lobo, Kiewpayak, they're so amazing, and the Thai guys, because they show what's the real Muay Thai, and then how to live, how to still live and train and be a champion, you know. I have so many inspiration. It's really easy to have inspiration here inside the gym, you know. But I think when you say a Thai girl is still Salsin, she's amazing, and I fought with her. You know something really funny? When I fought with some friend of mine, I had my trainer there, and then he said, Mari, it's a fight, it's not you're not enemies, it's just fighting, just work. Now you're gonna fight, and then after this, you're gonna be friends again, no problem. But the respect is I always respect her, so no problem. And then that's how I fight with a friend of mine. And then I realized that the Thai girls, they're like this, they don't care. It's not like they don't care about you. They see this as a job. It's not we are enemies. And this is amazing. When I fought with Salsin, I realized this, and it was so good. I fought with Petida, one of the best. Nongbil and Salsin, they're tough Thai girls. On beginning was some goal, you know, when I start this, and now it's a lifestyle. I can't imagine my life doing something different, you know. It's normal because I wake up 5:30 every day, then I drink my coffee, and then I come here and training, and then I come back and just waiting for the next training and just waiting for the next fight, just focus on my goal, you know. I think this is be a fighter. When you have a goal, you need to fight for something. I started fighting because I suffered bullying at school. But it's not like, oh, I want to be a professional fighter. It's like I want to do something, I just want self-defense. But when I met the martial arts, I fell in love with this. And I knew I had to do this for my life. So that's how I became a fighter. And then when I realized in Brazil it was really hard to be a fighter there because they don't pay, and we didn't have time to do something, to train so much and then fight there. I had to come here. And that's how I became a fighter here, a professional fighter. For me, it's really good. I feel better. I feel better with myself. I think it's my goal. A difference between us is my goal, because it's not like I want to be a big champion or I want to win everything. I just want to do something different. I want to open the doors, you know. And I think the word is not willpower I'm looking for. I want something so much, and I want something so much, and then I need to do this. It's not like I want to win about. I don't care about this. I just want to be a good person. I want to win. I want to fight in big stations. Oh my God, it's hard. And you know, for women, we don't fight in big station. We just fight shows and some stations. And I want this. I want to fight one day in Rajam, Noi, Lumpini. I want someday fight there. I think that's the difference between us. And I'm gonna train really hard for this, because one day I'm gonna fight there. I believe someday we're gonna do this. We're gonna fight there, because I remember about the history. They didn't let girls fight inside the stadiums. Some stadiums like Patong, but now we fight there. We fight some shows. Has more girls fighting shows. We are making the difference, you know. And I want this. I want to make part of this and make part of the history. I think that's my goal. I want to be remembered from someone who makes the difference. It's like that girl fought there, and then now we can't fight. That girl fought in Raja, and then we can't fight there. So that girl fought in Lumpini. That girl made difference. Now we can fight some in big stadiums. We're gonna win more. I know this is gonna be really hard, but I think that's my dream. I always start my fights trying to be easy and know the person I'm gonna fight, and then I always try to hurt her with kicks and punches and the tip, and try to get her tired, you know. And then on the second round, or third round, when I fight on 5 rounds, I always gonna clinch her and get her tired. And then when I win in the fight, I just gonna control. I always try to hurt my corners about this. If he say, Mari, it's better if you kick her, I'm gonna kick. If it's better if you're gonna clinch, I'm gonna clinch. That's why in the gym we train everything. My trainer is really good about this, because when I need punch, he train my boxing. When I need kick, he gonna train this. And then when I need clinch more, he gonna clinch with me. And he go on the clinching time and he clinch with me and help me. This is really good. I wake up 5:30 every day, and then I drink my coffee, and then I come to the gym, wait for my training beginning. And 6:30 I'm started running. Normally we run 10 km every day, and then we come back, and in the morning we do the sparring and the clinching, and then we do some work in the bag. And sometimes we do some heavy. And we start the training afternoon at 4 o'clock. And between these, normally I like to sleep and rest and eat. And at 4 I run 3 km, and then I do sparring again. In the morning is Muay Thai sparring, and afternoon is boxing sparring. And then we do some bag work, and then we do the Padwork. Normally it's 3 rounds or 4 rounds. And then we're gonna clinch again and do the work, the knee bag. And then we finish the day. It's hard, but it's good. My trainer came here, and then he met Leo, and he trained here for 1 month, and then come back to Brazil. And then he started teaching Muay Thai, the real Muay Thai. And then I was like, oh my God, this is really good, this is really nice. And then 1 year, Leo come to the gym and he met me. He said, she's good, she can go to the Fight Club. And then that's why I had the courage to come here. I think my advice is have a goal and have courage to do this because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But it's so good when you're in a fight, when you have this lifestyle. It's different. You feel something good in your heart. You met some people are so amazing, and you start know the real life. You know, you're gonna meet. I came from Brazil. When I came here, I met a new lifestyle. I meet new people. I changed my mind. I changed my head about everything, and for me, it was really good. It was the best thing I made in my life. Came here. I think I want to be a teacher. I want to teach some girls how to be a fighter and make courage to follow that dream. Make them believe that it's possible, you know. Have a Jump Brazil and open the opportunities. I think I want this. And making Brazil be more easy to have fights and fighting there. Open this, you know. Because I remember don't have so many fights there, and don't have fights for girls. This is more hard. Normally it's like here, we have 1 card, I have like 10 fights, 12 fights, and just 2 fights for girls. This is not so good. I want to change this. When I finish fighting here, I want to work there. I think that what inspired me for moving Brazil to Thailand was trying to be a fighter. You know, I want to try this so badly. I want to see if I had the chance to be a real fighter here. Because in Brazil it was really hard, and I didn't have time, and I had to make this happen to see if this is gonna happen. If I born for this, you know.